characters, but some of them are all hidden. I wonder why you all want to dress always the same. The same hats, the same coats. I'm sure all of you are interesting and have wonderful things about you. But looking at you in the street, you all look so much the same. Try and express yourselves better.
still have to get that going. Could you push me in, please?
Okay.
Could you push me in?
Yes. How's it going, folks? There you go.
My name is something and your name is something.
Welcome back. Appreciate your patience. Welcome to the Dynamic Duo podcast. This is episode 44. My name is Ben.
And my name is Malia.
Good job. Don't tell me, tell them. I know your name is Malia.
Okay, restart.
Oh, you want to restart that? Okay.
Scene 3, take 7.
Okay, let's get it right. Welcome back, guys, to the Dynamic Duo podcast. This is episode 44. My name is Ben.
And my name is Malia.
And we're going to start talking about some things. Good job, sweetie. Looks like we're live and in action. Sorry for, appreciate you guys' patience and sorry for the delay. We had a late dinner and it took a long time to kind of get things in gear.
You, me, and Mom were waiting for a box.
Yeah, and the other thing that happened was I showed up and noticed that the power had gone out, so everything shut down, the computers, and so it took a while to reboot everything. And
everything, even I bet that thing is still going on, off. It's like this.
Oh yeah, the stove.
All the time.
Yeah, that's how you notice the power went out. Oh, there we go.
Dad, could I have that spoon one more time?
Yeah, help yourself. So anyways, it took a while to get us in gear, but here we are. So let's just get right into it since we're...
I want to taste it, but it's too hot.
So let's just get right into it since we're running short on time. Let's get into the intro here. This is a father and daughter podcast where we talk about self-improvement, current events, and we read a book, we review some things. We have a dynamic discussion, a tea time topic. And so, we are going to...
What's the tea time topic?
Well, usually the tea time topic's been kind of a spin-off of the book. So we'll read the book and then usually...
Enjoy our tea. Book, tea, and chocolate go together. Because you're like reading a book, drinking tea, eating chocolate.
Right.
It like all goes together.
That tea's good, huh?
I can't taste it.
Still too hot?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it is good, let me tell you. Soon enough, my child, you'll be able to...
I would use that spoon, but it gets too hot.
Right.
I have to do this. Does that look like a good amount or not? No, it does not.
Yeah, it looks like a good amount. For a cat.
I'm not a cat.
Well, anyways, father-daughter podcast where we cover all those things, dynamic discussions, book reviews, and then tea time topics. So it just depends on what kind of message we get out of the book. Usually the type of books that we read. I don't think that today is going to be that case, but...
No, not Kobe Yamada.
The types of books we read have a good message, and so that'll kind of just segue into the tea time topic when we start discussing that stuff. Yes?
I thought you were gonna say about who writes the books.
Yeah, we'll do that.
We usually I thought you were gonna say that we usually read Kobe Yamada, but we're not gonna read that today.
Yeah. So let's get right into it. Where can they find us, Malia?
Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitch.
Good job. So what should they do if they find us there?
Give us a like, subscribe.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
No, you said it right the first time.
I know. Give us a tortuga.
Give us a tortuga, yeah.
You can't say your R's right either.
I said it lazily. Where can they find us? You interrupted. Give them a proper... Okay. Where can they find us and what will they do?
Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitch.
Which you already said, but see, you derailed me, so let's stay on topic. Let's stay on course. What are they going to do?
They're going to give us a subscribe, a like, a share, and a follow.
Good job. That's exactly what you guys should do. Give us some love and help us keep the momentum rolling with this podcast.
But nobody can stop us from doing our podcast, though.
Well, YouTube can, if they wanted to. Facebook can. The platforms that host our podcast can, but as long as we're following all the rules, which we do, we're going to be fine. So yeah, you're right. Other than that, no one can stop us from doing the podcast, which is why we're doing it. All right. Well, let's get into it. How was your week, sweetheart?
Good.
Yeah? Anything special happen?
Or that's gonna happen?
Not what's gonna happen. I mean, we talk about that too, but I'm more interested in what happened for the last week.
I went to grandma's and picked up Camry. We dropped her off yesterday, and then we played and played and played and played and played and played.
So a lot of playing, I guess, huh? What kind of playing?
Barbies and playing out in the sand.
In the sand? Is there a sand box or something?
Or we're gonna put the pool. We might get like a concrete and then put the pool on it. So like when it's not summer, at least you can do hopscotch or basketball. So we're gonna get concrete, but they need enough money.
It sounds like fun.
And then what's gonna happen is a baby shower on Thursday.
Oh yeah. You mean we're gonna have a baby shower, or we're gonna go to a baby shower?
You don't have a.
I'm with child.
That's not possible. A boy can't have a baby.
That's true. Yeah. At least not now. Who knows? Things might evolve.
Maybe girls don't have boys.
Girls do have boys.
I don't mean that. I mean, maybe girls don't have babies anymore. Maybe the boys have babies.
Maybe the boys have the babies? Okay. That would be impressive.
That's actually true for seahorses.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. They have the eggs in the parent. The father, he'll have the eggs. He'll have an egg with a bunch. He can have one egg. Sure? Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
I'll have to research that. I didn't know that.
Research it right now. No, seriously.
I mean, we could, I guess.
Just in case. What if I was joking? You don't know if that could be wrong.
You're right. Let's see. Seahorse.
Seahorses.
Genetic biology, maybe. Let's try that. The tiger tail and related seahorses also lack the genes for pelvic fins, which might explain their elongated tails and bony body armor.
That doesn't help.
Cums does have a abundance of the gene. I'm not sure what that means. Dubbed pastracin, the gene is associated with male pregnancy, and the seahorse genome contains 6 copies of it. Interesting. So they do refer to male pregnancy.
So boys have the babies.
Do female seahorses give birth? The sperm producers are also the ones that get pregnant. The female transfers her eggs to the male's abdominal pouch made of modified skin. The male releases sperm to fertilize the eggs as they enter, before incubating them for 24 days until they are born. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, but that wouldn't make any sense. So I was right.
Kind of. So what happens, from what I just understood, was
the mom has the egg, and then mom gives the egg to the dad.
Right. She puts the egg. Let's see. Transfer the eggs to the male's abdominal pouch, kind of like a kangaroo. Pouch. Exactly. So the female will put the egg in the pouch of the male. The male will fertilize it in his pouch, and he'll incubate it, which means that's why you might think that he becomes pregnant, because in a sense he kind of does. He'll fertilize the egg and then incubate it, which means like, you know, when things are in the egg, they're being incubated. And when birds sit on an egg,
or like a little ball.
Yeah, when birds sit on an egg, they're incubating their eggs, and so
to keep them warm.
Yeah, or turtles lay eggs in sand. They're being incubated.
But some birds, if they don't have their mothers or fathers, they could perish.
Really?
They have to be warm.
Yeah. So that's interesting. I didn't know that, or at least I might have learned it and completely forgot about that. So you just enlightened me to the seahorse's genetic anatomy and their reproduction approach. This is pretty interesting. All right, so let's get into this. Let's start with the dynamic discussion. What I wanted to talk about was something that me and you talked about last week. And that topic for today is called asking for help. I want to talk about asking for help. Most people do have a problem asking for help in general. And that's something I talked to you about recently because I was trying to encourage you to ask for help, right? And so I wanted to just kind of dissect it and kind of play with this topic a little bit just to get your thoughts and just to get you...
Could you open this? I need to get this out. I forgot.
Yeah.
It's not shutting without it.
Damn it.
I mean, that's why I asked for a new cup. I don't need that because I have this and then...
Okay, bring it over to the plate, sweetie.
Okay, I have this.
What? Oh.
I have that. That. Don't need that thing.
Okay,
Great, now it's on me. Ew. No.
So asking for help, let's talk about this a little bit. Why do you think you have a problem asking for help? And we might be talking about the same thing. We might be repeating ourselves because me and you have already had this conversation a little bit.
I don't remember.
Okay, good.
I remember.
That's why it's good to have the conversation again so you don't forget and maybe you remember.
I remember the conversation. I just don't remember what I said.
Okay. Why do you have a problem asking for help? Why do you think people have a problem asking for help? Let's start with that.
Because they're scared.
What are they scared of?
They're scared that people will say that's too easy for you or something.
What do you mean by that?
Like if somebody had easy work and they couldn't figure it out, somebody would say, that's too easy for you, I shouldn't help you.
Yeah, that could be a reason. Why do you have a problem asking for help? Or do you have a problem asking for help? You don't think you do?
I don't know.
I think you do. In my opinion, you do. You don't necessarily have a problem asking for help all the time with me. You're pretty good about asking me for help. But in general, and when you're in the presence of other people.
But at daycare, yes, I'm fine.
You're fine?
At daycare.
Fine what? Asking for help? Yeah? What about school? Do you ask for help at school?
When I need it.
Really?
Well, it was something that... How'd you know that, though?
How'd I know what?
How do you know that I had trouble asking for help?
Because I know you, and you do have a little bit of hesitancy with asking for help. The reason I know that is because I had a parent-teacher conference with your teacher. And we talked about your performance at school. That's how I know.
You went to school?
No, I did a Zoom call.
Yeah, she said you're not supposed to go to school.
I didn't. So I had a Zoom call, and we talked about you quite a bit. And
it's weird because in COVID, anytime we touch somebody's stuff, you have to put it in a Ziploc bag and wait for 24 hours. At school. Like, if somebody touched my stuff, I have to wait for 24 hours.
Okay.
But like,
that's ridiculous.
That doesn't make any sense for at least half an hour. Or maybe 15 minutes.
Well, the reason they do that is because they think
24 hours is actually too long.
Well, I mean, I guess
it's too long.
Could be true. That I mean, most likely it is true. But the coronavirus lives on surfaces for up to 24 hours, right? So, or I don't know. It's probably 3 hours. I don't know what it is. They probably do the 24 hours just in case. But that's the whole purpose of it. And again, I think, without going into my opinion and stuff, I think that's a bit overkill as far as, there's really, I don't know. That's a whole different topic. We'll save that for another time. But anyways, back to asking for help. Because I remember talking to you about this a little bit a couple days ago. And do you remember what you told me? When I asked you why you were why you didn't want to ask for help.
I don't know. I don't remember what I said.
You used the word embarrassed. You didn't want to be embarrassed, is what you said.
What does embarrassed mean again?
It means when people make fun of you, or you're worried about what other people think about you. Huh?
I said, oh. If I wouldn't have that nap, I'd be so wide awake.
I told you not to take a nap right before the podcast. I've done that before, and it makes me really tired. So,
it makes me grumpy when I wake up at a different time than you.
Yeah, because not only that, because you get a little bit of sleep and you wake up and you're like, oh man, I wasn't done sleeping. Like you want to sleep more.
Yes. You know what time I wake up on Friday?
Mm-hmm.
About 6.
Really?
Yes. You know that. You're the one that wakes me up at 6. Not 6:30.
6:30.
You don't wake me up at 6:30. You wake me up at 6:10, 15.
On Fridays.
Yes, only on Fridays. But it's still tiring.
That's because I have a 7 o'clock Zoom meeting.
You should wake me up at 5 something. Because then you are able to get me to daycare. 5:30, I just have to stay there now. 5:30, it gives me 2.5 hours to get ready. I have a little bit more time to stay in the shower and get rinsed off. I'm not too rushed.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're not too rushed. You have time to get me to school.
So what you didn't really answer my question. Do you remember saying that though?
No.
Okay, well that's what you said. You said you didn't want people to make fun of you, or you're afraid of people making fun of you. So is that a thing still, or do you know why you said that?
What?
Are you?
I'm having trouble listening because I'm so tired.
Well, focus.
I'm trying.
Why do you think you have trouble asking for help? Is it because you're embarrassed?
Yes.
Of someone making fun of you? Okay. The reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I want you to just think about some things. How important do you think it is to ask for help?
Really?
I would say so, yeah. Why?
Because if you don't ask for help, then you don't know what the problem is, or you don't know what it's gonna be.
Yeah. You're not gonna know how to solve a problem.
A little problem you can fix, but a big problem, no, you can't probably.
Yeah. Would you say that, asking somebody who's older or has more experience with something is a good idea? It's a good idea to ask them because they might know the answer to it, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, they could tell to help you figure it out, but not tell you, because then that'd be cheating.
Yeah. So, I think to answer the same question I asked you, it's very important to ask people for help. I think it's very important even to the age of being an old person.
Don't make fun of old people.
There's always going to be somebody that's going to make fun of you. I think I talked to you about this.
No, I said don't make fun of people.
That's true.
Do you make fun of people?
Sometimes. I'm a human being.
Why do you? You know what it feels like to be treated like that, so why should you do it to other people? If people do it to you,
Good question.
You shouldn't do it to them. Because they think they should do it.
Very good point. I don't do it very often, sweetie. Hardly ever do I do it, and when I do it, it's because someone's being pretty unreasonable and not making any sense. Stretch it out. Okay.
We should stretch in the morning.
Yeah, we should. So back to the asking for help and embarrassing, and the embarrassment of that. I think it's important to get over that and understand that there's always going to be someone there that's going to try to make fun of you. Always somebody there that's going to have something negative to say.
And you said it's not good to have nobody make fun of you.
Yeah, I said it's almost a good thing to actually have somebody. If someone's making fun of you, it's a good thing,
but
because you know
why.
that you're getting attention. You are making a statement. You are putting yourself out there. It's a sign that you're actually doing something, right? If someone has stayed at home all day, every day, they didn't see anybody, they wouldn't even know how to handle those people.
That's why people made tools to work inside. Because you know how if it's like a muggy day and you want to go run, at least you have this running tool to run, you know?
Yeah.
That's why they made those things.
Yeah. Good point. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's important to train yourself at a young age, especially right now, to really, I know it's kind of hard. It is hard even for adults, even myself sometimes, to ignore those negative people, the ones that always try to make fun of you, the ones that try to make you feel embarrassed. Figuring out how to handle those people.
Because when people do that in front of other people, then the other people will obviously laugh.
Yeah, but that's just because they want to feel like they're part of something. Usually don't realize that they're, what they're doing is not cool.
I want this opening again.
But
I don't know why I want this thing.
I think you should start. Need help? Okay. I think you should start focusing on asking for help as much as possible, okay? Okay? Why don't you just leave that off?
Okay. Yeah, I'll just leave it off.
What do you think? I think it's important you ask people for help as much as possible. What do you think?
Same.
Are you going to start doing that? Okay, good. What are you going to do if someone makes fun of you?
Ignore them.
Yeah, you can ignore them. What's another thing you could do too?
You could tell them, well, I wouldn't say please stop, because then they would stop.
I mean, you want them to.
Yeah, that's why I said
stop. You don't want people to make fun of you. I'm just saying it's a good thing. If someone's making fun of you, that means that you're doing something that they're probably jealous of.
Like what?
I don't know, being outspoken. Being...
What's outspoken mean?
Not afraid to ask for something.
How would they be jealous of that when they can do it themselves?
It's a good question. People are jealous. That's just an example. They could be jealous for multiple different things. It could just be something as simple as they like to make people feel like that.
Like bad?
Yeah. That has nothing to do with you. That's just the way they are. That's what they've been taught. And that's not even necessarily to say that that person's always going to be like that, but that's how they are right now in that moment.
It could change
until they get taught something different. Exactly.
Or until they see something different.
Or maybe they never learn and they act like that their whole life, which both of those scenarios happen. So, so to answer your question, I think another thing you could do is if someone's making fun of you, you can just flat out tell them like, hey, I appreciate, I would appreciate if you didn't try to make fun of me.
Oh, I thought you said I would appreciate if you would make fun of me. I was gonna say, what are you talking about? I was gonna say, I'm not gonna listen to that message from you. I'm not gonna listen to that message from you. That's it.
No, I would say
that'd be the only mission I wouldn't listen to you.
No, what I was gonna say was, you can tell them, hey, I would appreciate it if you didn't, try to embarrass me or try to make me feel bad about something. I don't really want negativity in my life. If
there's anything that I can help you with, just let me know and I can try to help you.
Yeah.
Because if they're jealous, they can just tell you and then go like, how do you do that? And then we can just teach them.
Right. Yeah. You can do that too. Yeah, exactly. But there's a couple ways to handle that. And I think both of those ways is a good way to do that. So. But yeah, I think it's important you start asking for help. Stop trying to worry about embarrassment, okay? And again, I know it's going to be tough. It's just, for a lot of people, that is tough. It's like a training you got to do for your mind, is just try to tell yourself, like, I don't care what they think about me. You just focus on yourself and how you want to be better, how you want to improve. And in order to do that, you got to ask people for help. You got to ask for guidance a little bit to point you the right direction, right? So let's focus on that. Let's make a commitment to do that. Me too, yeah? What do you say? Can you promise? Deal. No, don't cross your fingers.
No, that's a different way. You're supposed to do it that way.
Okay.
That's the potty sign we do.
Is it?
That's the potty sign. We do this.
Nice.
I do this.
What's up, Tony? Welcome, my friend.
Who's
Tony said, "Don't sweat the small stuff." That's another thing. That's a saying that people say. It means don't worry about the things that don't matter. And what he's talking about is what other people think about you. That's something that shouldn't matter, When other people are trying to put their negativity in your life for whatever reason, don't sweat it, is what he was saying. Don't worry about it.
Dad, I think we just burned out a lot of time. You want to know how many more minutes we have?
We started later.
We have like 10 more minutes.
No, we don't. We got, oh, really? Oh, you're right.
Look, right there. Right there. Right there.
We'll
we burned 30-something minutes.
Well, we started at like 7:20 or something like that.
7:25. So we just burned 35 minutes.
It's okay. We'll go past it a little bit.
No!
Let's go ahead.
Up a little bit to spend time with you when you need a popsicle?
It depends, yeah.
Okay.
Let's, okay, so that's it for that segment. Hopefully we got a little bit of value out of that and some I don't know, guidance off of that. Let me read that. Let's read this book.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. This
is a bit of a different book. This is a funner book. I don't know if funner is a word, but I'm going to make it a word.
Fun.
Why does that sound funny? Funner.
That is a word.
So this is a
basically
more fun book, maybe?
Funner.
This book is more fun? There we go.
This book is funner than the others.
There we go. It's funner than the others. A little bit different. We usually got, books by Kobe Yamada or something that has some kind of meaningful message.
More. If you gave me an Amazon card, I'd use my own Amazon card and go on to...
We bought a lot of Kobe Yamada books, so let's see what's left. I mean, we kind of got all of his books he made.
We have no more. Seriously, we read all of them.
All right, let's read this. We'll go into the tea time topic a little bit. And yeah, we'll start winding it down, bringing it home. This one's called Fairy Farts.
Don't say why you got it.
Fairy Farts. It says everything you ever knew about flatulence in the fairy kingdom. This is a book the fairies don't want you to read. Why? Because it exposes the dirty little secret of fairy farts. Giggle your way through this cute, funny, silly, gross, but not too gross story that tells you everything you never knew about fairy farts, the good, the bad, and the stinky. Yeah, whoever wrote this book is
really fun.
all right. This is written and illustrated by Kelly Hansen. Okay, here we go. Everybody knows that fairies are the most beautiful and graceful creatures in the entire magic kingdom.
Oh gosh. Yes, they are, but they're all stinky.
They flit and fly with delicate sparkling wings and make magic with their delightful dust. But I am here to tell you something no one knows. It's the deep, dark secret that fairies really, really, really don't want you to know.
They...
Look at her face. Just like, no. You see, most humans have heard of fairy dust, but not too many are aware of fairy farts. That's right, all fairies fart.
Like all humans fart.
And although the fairies like to think that their farts smell like roses and lilies,
Ew!
the truth is, they don't. You can you can understand why the fairies want to keep the whole thing a secret. After all, they have a reputation of grace and beauty to uphold. They usually try their best to be discreet.
What's that mean?
Secret?
Oh my gosh! Ew!
Unfortunately, despite all the best fairy efforts, sometimes their little secret becomes obvious. Really, I don't know what they expect, especially when you consider the typical fairy diet. Everyone knows that no true fairy can resist a good bean burrito.
Oh my gosh!
Okay? Don't even get me started on the fairy fascination with chili cook-offs.
Oh gosh.
Still, you can see how it could be embarrassing no matter what the reason. Most fairies just try to pretend it doesn't happen. This mouse is pointing at her like, ew.
And she's like, what? She's like, the girl right here is like, what? I was like, look, wait. She's like, what?
That's hilarious.
Ew.
The ice fairies have a particularly difficult time with that. They are not just embarrassing either. They cause small problems like fairy magic backfires at best.
Oh my god.
That's
Where?
hilarious.
Where?
And huge problems like threats to the whole fairy kingdom at worst. Despite the problems it may cause, farting fairies need to remember that passing gas isn't all bad. There are some perks.
Look at the boy.
She's like, oops. And he's like, huh? Hilarious.
Oh gosh.
Okay. For example, when a tired fairy needs to fly fast, the force of air can be quite helpful.
Wait, no. Look at.
And as humans understand, farting is perfectly normal and can be a whole lot of silly fun when you are with a friend who understands. Okay. So now you know the stinky truth. If you ever find yourself outside enjoying the natural world and you catch a whiff of something slightly foul, you'll realize that you may have just stumbled on the magic of a fairy fart. And although it may offend your nose, just remember, fairy farts make flowers grow.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that? Well, maybe not.
Look at the bee. He's like.
The bee died, the flowers died.
And she's like. She's all like smiling.
The end. Okay. That is, like I said, definitely a unique
Now we have 2 more minutes.
book about fairies and farts. So Tony said that's perfect for me. Thanks, man. Oh, that's hilarious. So yeah, a little bit of a different book there, kind of lighten up the mood. It's been a while since we've kind of read a fun book as opposed to. I mean, I enjoy the books we read though, and
Kobe Amada.
Yeah, the Kobe Amada books are really good.
Have you read this book?
We read that last time.
No, we didn't.
Are you sure?
No, remember we just brought this up here because I was gonna work on my fluency.
We've read it. I don't know if we read it on the podcast though.
Well, obviously we read it, but I don't know if we read it. Well, that's a cool design.
So let's
You know how you look at?
let's show your markers really quick.
Look at this design.
Whoa, dude. That's pretty cool. You want to show your markers? Is that why you brought them up?
No. But I can show them. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Wait, no. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
So these are
Zebra.
it says double-ended.
Right, this.
That's pretty cool.
See?
Do they have different tips? See, so you got a flat angled tip and then a point tip. Those are good markers.
They have to be on the same exact side.
Yeah.
I tried it. It doesn't work.
These are pretty nice.
That's cool.
No wonder they're like $25.
Let's make a rainbow.
Yeah, not right now. It
There.
might take a sec. Right on. Well, I like the markers. Careful, don't mark the.
Sorry.
All right.
That's not how you do it.
Oh,
You're supposed to do
sorry.
Doesn't it go out?
Well, those are pretty cool. Double-ended. What kind of
Brand. The brand.
water resistant too?
What's that mean?
Means the water won't smear them.
Or won't let them dry out or get them too wet.
Water resistant means they won't mix with water also.
So if you put them in water, they won't mix unless you mix it.
Yeah, the water's not gonna soak into it. That's kind of cool. Let's talk about so the tea time topic. Let's talk about you going back to school. What do you think about that? Malia's going back to school next week.
4 days a week.
4 days a week. In case you didn't know, over here.
You mean Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday?
Yeah. So in case you didn't know, her schedule now is what they call the hybrid school, where she'll go 2 days a week, and then the other 3 days she goes to daycare. And then one of those days at daycare, she does her Zoom call at school.
On Friday.
So Monday, yeah. And so Mondays and Wednesdays, she's been going to school from 8 to 1:25, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
You said Grandma could pick me up on Wednesday?
yeah, she can pick you up on Wednesday. We'll talk about that later though, sweetie. But I wanted to get your opinion on school. Is that something you're excited about?
Excited.
You're excited about that? Why?
Because I get to see my other friends.
Nice.
Because I haven't seen them. I've only seen them on Zoom.
Nice. I would say
Wait.
Tony's like, boo.
What?
He was saying boo. I think the fact you're going back to school.
What does that mean?
He says his kids hate it and he hates COVID too. Yeah, I mean, for sure, we all hate it.
Only me and my friend are going back to school because we have to catch up on our reading and learning.
Yeah.
But I only have to catch up on my reading. That's it. And my fluency. And then learning how to read. So that's 2 things.
Yeah.
But basically they're both the same thing. So
yeah. So Tony was saying stay in school, and I would say that too. It's definitely more beneficial to spend more time in school, and I think
I don't have to do any homework besides paper homework now.
you might have to do homework still.
No, only paper homework.
We'll see.
No, because every day, if I was still on Monday and Wednesday, on Tuesday and Thursdays, I would have to do homework. But since I'm only doing on Fridays, the only time I have homework on Fridays if Miss Dunn isn't gonna do the Zoom.
Oh, okay.
Which was last week too.
And so you're going to. What I was going to say was, there's a good chance. I don't know how they're going to do this, but your grandma brought this up because I thought that Mrs. Dunn. Well, I won't say her name, I guess, but your teacher teaches Monday's class, right? And then I feel like on
my class,
right?
And on Tuesday they do the same thing, just for different kids.
Right. So what I'm thinking is they might end up teaching you the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, 2 times.
You're going to be there 2 times. Okay.
So I'll learn the same thing 2 times, which would be good.
That would be good. Why? I like that attitude. Why do you think that would be good?
Because then it's teaching me like same words for 4 whole days.
Yeah.
To like practice on 4 words each day.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. Like I have like. I once read. I don't have to read to Miss Dunn any. I don't have to read to it. I'll just say her name because it's hard to say.
Say Miss D.
No. I'll just call her by her real name.
Fine.
Mrs. Dunn, my teacher. It's hard to say my teacher. I'll just say my Dunn. Not Dunn, not my Dunn. My teacher. My Mrs. Dunn, not my teacher. Mrs. Dunn, why are you smiling?
I'm waiting to hear what you're going to say. You said her name like 8 times. What about Mrs. Dunn?
Never mind. I forgot.
Okay. But I think you're going to, I think it's a good idea. I'm glad that you're actually hyped on that or not discouraged or, there's no negativity.
What's discourage mean?
Discouraged means like you're kind of defeated. Like
I'm scared.
Scared's part of it, yeah. Being discouraged means like you don't want to do anything or you don't want to do certain thing. Like
I don't want to go jog.
Yeah, you're discouraged about jogging.
Yeah, I don't want to do it. If
but you feel
dodgeball or run, you know what I would pick?
What?
Dodgeball. I love dodgeball. Where you throw balls at people.
So
you're out.
Tony has a question for you. He says, what's the difference between paper homework and online homework? He said, I thought all homework was paper homework. Can you explain that? He's asking what kind of homework, how is your homework structured?
I don't know what that means.
So you got paper homework?
Yes.
What kind of homework do you got for the week?
What do you mean?
When you go to Monday and they say, here's your homework, what does it look like? How do you do your homework?
It depends on what it is.
Right. Okay.
Me, Sierra, well, Millie's not here anymore, but me, Riley, Trenton, and Sierra get different homeworks than of the other students.
Oh, really?
Because we need to catch up on our reading.
Oh, okay.
I can't just say my friends, because I have a lot of friends that are doing different homeworks. And they're like, you may do epic once you reach your high level. And like, what?
Well, yeah, to answer your question, Tony, on Mondays, she'll go to school Monday and she'll receive a few different paper homework assignments that she'll have to do and turn that in. Do you turn that in Friday or Monday also? The next Monday.
Which one? What are you talking about?
Your paper homework.
No, because I don't go to Friday live. I go on.
So you bring all this back in next Monday?
Yes.
Okay, so she'll get that paper homework on Monday.
Unless people aren't done with it, then they have to bring it back whenever they're done.
Yeah, and then also on her Chromebook, they give her what they call SEC classes. It's basically online homework, and she'll read stories and stuff like that. And there's some interactive stuff that she has to do on there, and that's also due on Monday. So she's got the online homework that's due Monday, and then she's also got the paper assignments due Monday.
No, not on money.
Money? Monday? I knew what you meant.
On Monday, I don't have homework assignments for computer, but they get due. You can, if I did Thursday today, my friend, did that come out of me?
I don't know.
I burp.
Oh, did you? It happens.
My friends call it fairy burps. Fairy burps.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot different. Exactly. Tony was saying it's much different from when we were kids. And yeah, I mean, the computer thing was kind of up and coming when we were in school, right? So it was, I mean, it was still, it's been around for a little bit. As far as, I remember when my stepdad, I used to go to like some of his college classes with him, and they were still back on DOS, Windows DOS. It was like old school computers, man. And so, and then I remember as we were in school, it was,
Could you show me a picture of it? I don't know what those are.
I'll show you later. And then later as we got over, it was like,
computers like these.
The computers like these, but it was like number munchers games and like, you know, cool little games like that at least in school I was in, they utilized those type of games. So, right. Just exactly old school. You're right. Totally different. Now everything's online. Definitely didn't have Zoom calls. So the Zoom calls are definitely very new. And it's kind of like, it's okay, it's good, but it's got its bad parts about it too. You know what I mean? Like, it's just really, it's hard enough for a teacher to give their attention to all students in person. It's twice as hard on a Zoom call.
I think my teacher would rather. It's easier. We're trying to figure out if they're trying to figure out if we had the whole class, which would be 9. What's 9 plus 10?
You tell me. I'm not
19.
Here you go.
We would have 19 children.
In a class? Okay.
I'm wondering where they'd put me. Probably in Billy's spot. Wait, no. I don't know where I'm going to sit because Sarah is in my spot.
They'd make room for all of you.
If everybody in the class, they wouldn't have enough room. Seriously, you should see our class. It's so small.
Really?
Like, as big as this room.
Yeah, you couldn't fit 19 kids in here.
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
They would be all scrunched up in the corner.
Yeah, like, without that and that, without here, and then that'd be her desk. But over here, and then student. It's like 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. 7. 8, 9, 10. And then that's it.
Nice. Yeah, Oregon Trail, dude. I forgot about that. Oregon Trail, holy crap, you're right. Yeah, and we are getting old. I totally forgot about that game. There's definitely some old school games. Those are good too. Those are classics, man. Yeah, I appreciate that too, man. I am definitely doing the best I can and always trying to do better and better when it comes to parenting and just self-improvement in general. Which reminds me, definitely need to chat, huh?
Can I have more tea?
Yeah, you can have more tea. We're going to wrap it up, actually, and then I'll give you some more, okay?
Okay, but could I put the sugar in?
Yeah, go ahead. Not too much, though.
I know.
But yeah, I was going to say, when we get a chance, man, we do need to connect. That way I can give you a call and kind of give you some guidance to logging into that portal that link to the portal that I gave to you. I think it's really good. It's very helpful for us. I'm starting to have all my employees start utilizing that program as well. There's just too much good content on there, and it's stuff that has helped me with my business my life. And so that's why I think it's, you
What
know,
about the
anybody
podcast?
who's interested in making some big changes in their life, I think it's great for them, because it's definitely worked for me, man. So let's connect on that and get you set up, dude. At the very least, check it out and give me your thoughts on it.
Could I please have a little bit?
Yep. But yeah, we'll do that, man. Maybe this week we'll set up a time. You just let me know in the messenger what time works best for you. Carve out some time to chat with you, catch up, and then get you set up, man.
I want to know what time it is. Guess what time it is without looking.
It's already seen. It's 11:13. I mean 8:13.
You got it wrong. It was 8:13. You got
Better
it wrong.
not be 11:13.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so funny if we went.
All right, so we're gonna bring it home. Get you guys sent on your way. Thanks for popping in here, man. And
should do 3 hours.
Right.
On your podcast.
Good chatting with you, Tony. Like I said, I'll stay connected, and we'll connect, man, and get you set up on that and see how you're doing and all that good stuff. And yeah, so as for the podcast, we're gonna wrap it up for the day. But before we do that, where can these fine people find
I'm
us?
so tired I can lay my head right now.
Can you face forward, please?
Yes.
And tell them where they can find us.
Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitch. And when you get there, you can subscribe, like, follow, and something else.
Look at the camera.
See.
Yeah.
I always feel like I should talk to you.
Not me. I know where to find us. I created the page.
I created that one too.
I created you. I created the page.
No, you didn't create me. You and my mom created.
Well, I mean, it took 2 people to create you, of course, yes.
Everybody has to have 2 people.
Your mom gave me her egg, and I stored her egg in my pouch.
I'm not in the little egg. I'd be like 2 years old still. I'd be like 2 years old still.
Right.
I'd be like 7 years old still.
Yeah. Cool, man. Yeah, dude. Appreciate that, dude. Miss chatting with you and seeing you as well, dude.
Grandma said she was gonna video.
She was gonna video?
She was
gonna pop in?
What, did that come out of me again?
Yeah, that came right out of your little lips. Alright, so you heard it from her. Find us on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram. Give us a like, follow, share, subscribe. Give us a little bit of love. So that's it. We're going to wrap it up. We'll see you guys next Sunday for episode 45. So yeah, we're plugging away, getting up there, getting close to episode 50.
What episode do you have on the virus?
The virus, I'm episode 70 next week.
No! So you're on 69?
It's only 26 episodes ahead of you. It's not that much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's not that much.
That is a lot.
So,
You're close to 100.
well, it's always going to be just that because we do it once a week. So it's always going to be.
I wish I could do it 2 times a week and then we'd probably be ahead. I'd probably be ahead of your podcast.
Yeah, but trying to find 2 times a week it's really tough. Right?
On Fridays.
We got so much going on. It's hard enough squeezing in an hour on a Sunday.
If it was on Fridays, you wouldn't do that because.
But we better get off if you want some time.
Okay, never mind. I'll just talk about it next Friday.
Okay.
I mean.
All right, we're going to get out of here. So
next Sunday.
Have a fantastic rest of your Sunday. Have a fantastic week. We'll see you next Sunday for episode 45. But until then, be dynamic.